Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks.
I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you didn't get any bad pranks yesterday for April Fool's Day. You got a sip after 20 seconds of the show happening, which was still impressive to me.
Thank you. Good morning,
Shocking.
guys.
A shocking surprise, but you got it to us.
Yeah.
Made it happen.
Yeah.
Can you hear Bill?
Bill's struggling. Talking to the mic.
The headsets aren't working properly?
Captain.
The left side's out.
Left side's down. Okay, well. All right, well, we can work with that.
It's a wiring problem.
Sip, how are your headsets working?
I think we're all good. I'm ready
You
for
use those
takeoff.
ones, too, if you need them.
We'll be fine.
How about those ones, Bill? Those better?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, well, all right. Bill's headphones are in.
Drought's over.
Ready for takeoff. Look at it out there. Look at it out there.
It's been great. Nice little. This moisture is good.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's good for the farmers.
It's good for the mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
what are those?
Yeah.
Yeah, please remind us of that.
We're in Morel season.
Are we?
What I'd like to have if the breakers could keep me posted on when the lilac bushes start to bloom.
Okay.
That's when the ground temperature hits the perfect. You have to have the perfect ground temperature.
Okay.
And the ground temperature always matches up perfectly when the lilac bushes start to bloom.
These are related.
Yes, very, very closely.
Lilac.
When
and
do
Morel.
mushrooms grow better?
With thunder and lightning.
With thunder and
With
lightning. That's what we really want. This rain is very.
It says every day in the Bills Thrills Open. It says mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning every single day.
I hear that quite often. I'll be walking down the street and someone will say, just yell at me, mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning. Yeah. So anyway, it's not quite this. We haven't really got officially started yet, but there's some lilacs blooming in Kansas City, 3 hours south of here.
Can you remind us, Bill, how long the hunting season is for Morel mushrooms?
Well, it moves via the weather from the south to the north, and generally in our area, it can change a little bit by it's by how early spring comes. So we can be finding mushrooms here within the next 4 to 5 days.
4 to 5 days.
4 to 5 days, and then that's gonna carry on. It's usually about a 3-week window. 3 weeks. You're going to find them earlier this time of year along river base, so along the Platte River, along the Missouri River, along close to water, lower. Then they move into the hills as the temperature goes up a little bit. You'll see them a little further away up into the hills.
I can't tell if you're making this all up.
No, it's 100% factual. 100% fact, and they're worth. I don't know. The Morel mushrooms are worth probably about $30-$40 a pound.
Yeah, so you sell them?
No, you really don't. You don't find them. If you get on a heater and sell them, if you put them on, say, like Facebook Marketplace, you want to sell mushrooms.
Okay.
You will sell 50 pounds within 4 minutes.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah. They're just
50 pounds.
Yeah.
So how much money you make on that?
That's a lot of money. That's like $1,500, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of money. You can make some money. Your dad to crunch these numbers.
I could do that. Yeah, he would get that figured out. Morel mushroom season starts up soon.
If you ever run into a heater, you can sell mushrooms and make a lot of money. And then you run it through what?
The tax-free app.
The tax-free app.
There you go. Tax-free app.
This is a money-making show.
Yes.
One thing
what we are now. So we've got to change from sports.
Well, one thing we got to start doing is being a little more stickler on details. We said that here's one of many that was pointed out to me. We said that I said this.
Evel Knievel?
Yeah. The evil jumped the Grand Canyon. No, he did not jump the Grand Canyon. He jumped the Snake River Canyon.
Gotcha.
So
correction. It sounds cooler with the Grand Canyon, though.
Correction.
I'm sticking with the Grand Canyon.
No, it was a Snake River.
Where's that at?
In Idaho.
Idaho.
Yeah, it's 1,000 miles away.
It's a lot different. Yeah.
No big. West, at least. They're both west.
So
get that going for you.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. I get no response from you guys, I don't think, when I mentioned that Joe Barry Carroll was the center.
God dang it.
For
Thank
Purdue.
Thank you for doing
Purdue.
that. You remember him.
We don't remember the team, but Joe Barry Carroll was big, and he played for the Warriors.
Yes.
Yeah, he played for Golden State.
No, Jake might not remember Joe Barry.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
7-footer.
7-footer.
Don't remember Joe Barry.
7-footer.
No?
7-footer.
That
Joe
caught
Barry.
me. Yeah, Joe Barry Carroll. Yeah.
We did
ABC.
have a tweet that someone said yesterday that they, upon research, that Axl Rose was actually from West Lafayette, Indiana.
Really?
So we talked about, was it Lee Rose, the old coach?
Don't start this.
And I said it was Axl Rose's dad.
Right,
but we don't know that.
We don't know that, but
We're trying to be a
apparently
stickler.
Axl is from West Lafayette.
That's incredible.
So maybe
I may have hit
there's-
on something
Yeah, you
here.
might.
maybe there's a relationship there
I
possibly
don't know if
didn't
his
know
name
about.
is Rose, though. Axel.
That's just his stage
Yeah,
name?
yeah.
Stage name? Okay.
We'll look it up.
We'll do
Josh,
some research
Just
on
need
that.
a little patience.
Wow. That was incredible.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Do you know what he's talking
Is
about?
that a song by Guns
Yes,
N' Roses?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I know
Oh,
Paradise
right.
City and all the,
Yeah, it's not. There's a very genius move by Bill because it's not one of their staple songs.
I love that song.
It's a really good
Yeah,
one.
it's a really good one.
Yeah. It wouldn't be. See, sometimes when we have this conversation, I love Song of the Day, but there's a whole world out there you don't even expand in.
Yeah.
Which world is that?
It's
Yeah.
the good rock and roll world.
Guns N' Roses.
I have played Guns N' Roses like 5 times, 6 times in the show.
What was that? I think in the like you're snowshoeing.
I think in the first 2 weeks we ever had Song of the Day, I played Paradise City.
Okay.
That means it was like an
All
important
right.
song to me.
I'm
One of
perhaps
the first
unfair.
10 songs ever played on Song of the Day was
Perhaps.
Paradise City.
I could be unfair in my criticism.
We've forgotten songs over the years. It's fine. It's fine. So
I
Morel,
never, yeah.
Morel mushroom season starts up soon. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I still have not
Lilac bushes.
done anything with Morel with that myself. I've never
No.
hunted for mushrooms myself.
Oh.
Sip has not either.
I don't eat them, so I'm not.
Yeah, I
probably
don't
gonna
like
do it.
mushrooms.
Yeah, me neither.
Also, I'm just
Pick them out.
I'm confused. We're a lot of things. We've not moved forward with the golf tournament.
We haven't.
not moved forward with taking Amtrak to Des Moines to go to
No.
to go out to lunch.
Olive Garden.
I've been
Olive Garden.
criticized. I've been criticized for that by people that
Yeah,
want
you
to
started that. We have to do this, and all of a sudden we get all the breakers on board. We're going to have 200-300 people on our way on Amtrak going to Des Moines to Olive Garden, and all of a sudden it just stopped.
It seems like a better summer activity when things are a little bit slower and people are out of school.
and you have an incoming.
I have an incoming. I have an incoming. It's in the next.
You're on the clock
next,
right now.
Probably the next 10 days, a child will be born in the
Yes.
household.
Who will run the board? Is swim
Swim will
on-
be here for just a week. I'll be back after that.
Okay.
So we'll be fine. And then
But we
back
don't
to
know
normal.
when it's
We'll be
happening.
fine.
It'll be, like right
Swim-
now, you can get a text message right now.
Swim will probably know before you guys say, "Hey, man, it's time to." Go. Then I'll text you guys after that because he needs to be aware. If it's like 8, if it's 10 p.m., hey, buckle up, you're in tomorrow.
So
Wow,
we'll know
we're-
right away. Well, when will you let myself and Steve know that you've made the move to the hospital?
Oh, very soon. You guys
Okay.
will be one of the very first texts that go out.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
One of the
Thank
very
you. Yeah.
first ones
I appreciate
in the
it.
group chat. In
And
the
then
group
do you
chat.
want us to get a hold of your sister that we did not know existed?
I think
You wanna
Sip
give it-
should have known she
I did.
existed.
I did.
I
Yeah.
had no idea. You had never mentioned her in over a year and a half. And all of a sudden this came out. Well, my
Laura.
sister. I'm like, whoa,
Laura?
whoa, whoa.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Laura is Bill's wife.
That's my wife.
I
Yes.
have a sister named Laura.
Aaron.
Aaron, yes. So,
All
okay.
right.
That's idle chit. Anything else for idle chit chat at all?
No. I mean, no.
Confident. I like you're wearing the shirt that Greg and Missing Tooth Greg gave you last year. The
It's got the wooden
bowling
buttons.
shirt.
It's got wooden buttons. That's what stands out the most.
Is it a bowling shirt?
It's a bowling shirt.
that's a certified bowling
It's
shirt.
certified bowling shirt, which is a good looking shirt.
Didn't he give you like 4 of those?
Yeah, he did.
Was there an orange one?
Yeah.
And what else?
A
Orange,
maroon-
blue.
a very strange configuration. Maroon and yellow. There's a maroon and yellow one. I'll probably wear them. I'll wear them.
I haven't seen them for months.
I took them to the cleaners. So and then,
I'm glad to see they've returned to the rotation here. So thank you.
I don't know. I never know what to wear. It's the weather's hard to deal with. I mean, I was hot yesterday, so I thought I'm not gonna wear a sweatshirt.
I like that sweater you had on. The trees on it. That
The
was kind of
trees,
I've
yeah.
I've never seen that one before.
From the Kurt Cobain wear.
That was a new
Do
one.
you have
You-
anything here in the? Where's the Kurt Cobain section?
very Seattle.
Most of the things you
Seattle.
wear here, you've worn several times. As same for me and Bill, but I've never seen the tree sweater before.
That was new.
yesterday.
That threw me.
First time
Then you
ever.
tried to take it off, and you took your whole shirt, and you didn't have a shirt on. That was awkward.
I had a shirt
You
under it.
changed up the way you're going to take the shirt off. That was better.
Yeah.
So good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, that's some pretty
There's
good
one
idle
more,
chit chat.
one
No,
more
go
thing
ahead.
for idle chit chat.
Please.
This could be part of the first segment, but I just want to mention
Please.
it. I did actually. I watched a portion of the Iowa LSU game last night.
Didn't you guys both watch that?
You weren't watching it?
I did.
Portion?
I watched probably the entire second half. I didn't watch any of the first half. I watched the whole second half, and it was entertaining. Caitlin Clark had 40 points. 40 points for Caitlin Clark last night. Was it 41? Yeah. Okay. Well, she scored in the 40s. Her
40
Stickler,
plus.
Jake. Stickler.
I believe her 13th time scoring
have
in
to
the
be
40s.
sticklers.
So now we're going to let facts get in the way of a good story.
Pretty sure it was 41, and I think she had 12 rebounds and 7 assists.
Hang on a
I
second.
watched all her threes. There, she was pretty well guarded on most.
Yes,
I
she
thought
was.
she had more assists than that.
I think you got that mixed up.
I think you're wrong on
She
that.
had
I think she had
okay, here we go. 41 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds. You hit the rebounds and assists mixed up there. 41 points, though. On 13 to 29 shooting, 9 of 20 on threes last night.
Did you think she was well guarded, Bill?
Yes.
Mostly?
Mostly, then it's always the big thing where are we switching off on every screen? Are we fighting through? What are we doing?
Good job, yeah.
And so it's interesting to see how they played it. But it was a interesting game to watch. There was a lot of build up to drama. There's a lot of build up between the two. There were some things last year.
Angel Reese.
There were some things with the end of the game and different stuff. But it was very, very clean. I felt on both sides. I thought it was good. Two teams professionally going at it.
Good.
From watching both games, it was like a bloodbath.
UConn, USC.
There was contact like crazy in both games. It was the number of times like there was no foul called, but it was both ways. I thought it was very much both ways.
And UConn won the other game.
UConn did. UConn 80 to 73.
I watched that entire game.
USC.
Did you?
I watched the entire game.
I was driving back.
Yeah, it was late.
28 points for Paige Beckers. Juju Watkins had 29 for USC. The Stars showed up in that game, but Paige Beckers and Gino. I sent you guys the screenshot of Gino Ariema's record. It's amazing. That guy has an 88.3 win percentage at UConn.
What do you win in a row? Was it 60-something at one time?
I don't have the number. They won 4 straight titles. Yeah. From 2013 to 2016, they won 4 straight. He has 11 national championships at UConn.
Imagine when he's standing over there and you're kind of like that's wooden.
Yeah, basically,
he wouldn't won 10. This guy's won 11. He's won 11. It's insane.
It's interesting how the women's game has evolved, though, because now the story is no longer UConn. It's Caitlin.
Like seeing them as a 3 seed is a shock. Like that's bad. It's a bad year. A 3 seed is a bad year for UConn, and in the Final Four.
Stickler, I think they're 33-5.
Well, they're a 3 seed though.
Yeah, but they're still 33-5.
That's still a great record.
Bad year for them.
It's a 3 seed. Yeah. 5 losses. What the heck happened to UConn this year?
Yeah.
They have some ball handlers. They can handle the ball. UConn, that was impressed with how they could handle the ball.
I like this. You're watching those games.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching them.
A lot of people I talked to yesterday said, "Why you're not watching the game tonight?" I'm like, what are you talking about? Iowa LSU. I'm like, no, but like 3 different people. So it was. I bet it was.
Talked to Ron.
It was a packed house in that building.
Ron,
be my dad, and he is my dad, and I've checked that, so the facts are right.
Blood work.
Yes. No.
Sometimes you got to do that.
But my mom and Ron were having dinner at 5:30. I go, that's a little early there. What's going on?
It's not for old.
But even for them, it is a little bit. I go, what's going on there? He goes, game comes on at 6. They're prepared for it.
What did Sharon make?
What's that? I didn't even ask. I didn't what their house. We talked about the game. So Dad, we were texting during the game. And the part that impresses me way more than Caitlin Clark making threes, which I think that's like the long ball. That's what draws all the attention.
Absolutely,
it's her assist because she is way ahead of the game. No one passes the ball like she passes the ball. No one does it. I mean, and she can do some things with it. Also, I thought of this one. If you took maybe their starting point guard from LSU or take one of their top player, whatever, how you want to look at it, and you just flopped. Just say you take one of their starters to LSU, goes to Iowa, and then Caitlin Clark goes to LSU. LSU would have won by 40.
Yeah.
Would have won by 40 points.
Angel Reese would be a beast. She's a beast. She had 20. She had 17 points, 20 rebounds last night for LSU. 20 rebounds.
Interesting.
if you had just another really good player on Iowa's team, but not Caitlin Clark, they maybe do the Sweet 16. I don't even think if they get that far. That's how good Caitlin Clark is. She is, in my opinion, she's that good.
But she's not an NBA player, like Rob Parker suggests.
No, she's not. And she could be the big three, the 3-on-3 league. That
Rob Parker
Ice Cube wants to pay her $5 million for.
Rob Parker, Bill, is my favorite radio co-host, but he just had an awful take in saying that Caitlin Clark could play in the NBA.
Your favorite host? That's interesting.
Yeah, Parker.
Because I've never heard of him. I don't even know who he is.
Super funny.
Is he?
He was on Fox Sports Radio. I think he still is on Fox Sports Radio.
And I'm not down on him.
He's a Detroit guy.
He doesn't cross. He doesn't. I was the same with Colin Cowherd.
Yeah.
I really, really liked him, and then he changed over to Fox at a different time. What you name it, I'm just not. I don't listen anymore just because it's just not in my wheelhouse time.
Well, it's hard to find Parker now.
Yeah.
He used to be on these airwaves.
Now we have CBS Sports Radio.
He's funny. He's super funny, and he has a very distinct
He's
way.
kind of Rob Parker. Chris. That's what he sounds like.
Yeah, he makes. Yeah, that's good, Jake. You could do more.
You could do more. Do more Rob Parker.
And
do it the whole day in Rob Parker.
Just talk like Rob Parker over here.
Do it all day.
Chris, that's ridiculous, Chris.
Yeah, Broussard got after him hard on that NBA tape.
Deservedly so.
Yeah, she doesn't have a. She can't physically do it. I mean, it's not. It's not a commentary on.
Are we insiders? You are. So you're a Husker insider. Me and Jake are not insiders. So you have all the.
I'm an outsider.
You have the pundits. They're like, he's NBA insider. He's an MLB insider. That's their focus.
Yeah,
that's their conversation. They're all year long. All of a sudden, just name one of the like Gammons.
Peter Gammon.
Peter Gammon.
He's not reporting on the NCAA basketball tournament.
No.
Also, Peter, what do you think about the games? I don't know. I'm talking about spring training. I'm
watching baseball.
I'm watching baseball. I'm talking about who's going to be in the draft. Whatever it is, insiders. You're an insider. Me and Jake are not insiders. So this is pretty incredible. You're a Husker insider. You're on 3. Yeah.
Somewhat of a football.
They'll never get old to me. Ever.
You want me to do it again? You want me to do it again?
Yeah.
But I wonder what
Ron and Sharon had for dinner.
Told you have to do 3. That's why it's on. That's why it's on 3.
What do you think they had
On
for
3.
dinner? Speculate. What do you think Sharon made?
I really can't speculate. I really don't know. It might have been a leftover day. Sunday is probably Easter Sunday.
She probably had ham.
They probably had ham, probably had leftover.
I had a lot of ham yesterday.
Yeah. I get more, my tail wags more about leftovers probably than the actual meal. I love when all of a sudden it's like, we got some leftovers.
Yeah.
And the meal was really good. I go, this is really good.
Oh my God, you're so right.
I mean, I get excited when something's in Tupperware, something's in some old school Tupperware. Yeah, it's a big deal.
I don't even know if that was idle chit chat. That was good chit chat. I'm glad Bill has taken watching these games. I was listening on the radio.
I watched the game. I didn't watch the second game.
Yeah,
Didn't watch that one. But good players. Beckers and Watkins are studs for those two teams, USC and UConn. And by the way, last thing before we move on, I mentioned Gino Auriemma, his incredible career. With that win last night, here's his NCAA tournament record all time. This is stupid. 137-23.
Jeez. He's won 137 games.
He's lost 23 games ever in the tournament.
Yeah.
137 wins and 20. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's won 11. And I love this part. Well, yes, they were UConn. Yeah, they're the dominant team. Yeah, so whatever. He made the dominant team.
Yeah, I never diminish that.
Yeah.
I'm so with you on that.
Dominant team.
I hate it when people do that.
Yeah, he had better players. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
that's
UConn.
because of him.
Right.
Yeah, give him some kudos here.
Yeah.
That just happened.
He's won 11.
No big deal. No
11.
big
Whoop.
No big whoop.
The women's game is evolving in a good direction.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297. 50% off your first fertilizer application this spring. Is he at the house this morning, Bill?
He was at the house this morning.
Andrew?
Yes, he put the first application down yesterday, so he wanted to be there this morning just to see how it looked. And then obviously, the grass is already greener.
It is?
It is.
On the other side.
On the other side, yes.
It's quick.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
what
amazing.
he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible. He's funny. We text quite often. So I guess it's nice to have the personal relationship with someone that is helping you with your yard. It's very, very important. Mm-hmm. It's important for sugar.
Yes. 402-464-5685. Call or text as always. More news for Nebraska basketball.
What do you got?
Yesterday, we knew there was 4 players in the portal before yesterday. Now there's 5 because Jamarcus Lawrence is in the portal. Of course, a former starter at Nebraska, tried to be a point guard. Now they put him off the bench, and he was very good off the bench for Nebraska in the second half of the season. But Jamarcus Lawrence becomes the 5th player to put his name in the portal for Nebraska, joining C.J. Wilcher, Blaise Keita, Eli Rice, and Ramel Lloyd Jr. This one was a tough one yesterday when you saw the news.
Maybe.
It felt tough.
Here's the deal.
Felt tough to me.
Yeah, here's the deal. Right away, my phone blew up. And it was people saying, okay, this is don't overreact, Sipple. He's leaving because somebody else is coming. I don't know that. And I said, well, let me investigate. Investigation turned up nothing
Insider
to suggest that there was anything like Chucky Hepburn or, a Chucky Hepburn package with Frankie Fiddler and the kids from South Dakota State.
William Kyle,
who UConn contacted.
He was in Nebraska yesterday, I believe. William Kyle was on a visit.
So I don't think there's anything to the theory that Jamarcus Lawrence is leaving because he was told that other people are coming. I don't think that's the case right now. You never know, but
you have to throw out the hypothesis.
Yeah.
Of that. Not so someone's coming. More so was you have these conversations now. Yeah. Where am I at with NIL? Because everyone talks to them, and all of a sudden it might be like you're right where you're at, or it might be less. And all of a sudden, then you get. Then sometimes you can get emotionally worked up on things. Yeah. We don't know that, but I'm just saying. You never know. But there's not one person. I can't imagine either that even Fred would be like, yeah, I don't care if he leaves.
No, I know this. This. Fred cared.
Yeah.
I know that. I know for a fact.
He was developing.
Think about Jamarcus
Think
Lawrence.
Where he developed from.
Well, think about on the road win at Indiana. He was 5 for 5 on threes. They won by 15 points. He was a massive reason why they won. He was critical down the stretch the last 2 years. Now, he had slow starts both in the last 2 years. He was not very good the first half of the season, but the second half, he bloomed, and he was a huge player for the Huskers.
Just never know. I just don't know what – like you got to train your mind not to be surprised by these portal movements.
There might be sometimes you look at a certain player, however it'd be like, okay, they're going to draw a lot of attention. I don't see North Carolina, Kentucky coming after.
I don't either.
After him.
I don't.
Or all of a sudden where the money's going to be, business decision.
I don't either.
That doesn't add up. But
I don't think he's I don't see like Syracuse or even Rutgers necessarily. So I
could see them going after him.
Maybe.
They had some attrition this offseason too.
Okay.
Lost some players. Lost Morey, the big guy. They lost Gavin Griffiths, the young freshman.
Who'd they lose Morey to?
He doesn't have a school yet, but he's
into
in the portal. Yep.
Into the portal.
The big boy.
Yeah, that's somebody you should probably look at.
Yes, you should.
Nebraska did. Fred was in the home of North Dakota State Center last night. Hold on.
Andrew Morgan is his name.
Good job, Jake.
Andrew Morgan. Yes, North Dakota State, big guy. He said Fred was in his house last night.
Fred was in his home, and Fred's on a tour now. He'll be in somebody else's home today.
He averaged about just shy of 13 points a game this year for North Dakota State on 55% shooting, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist per game.
He's a Minnesota kid. I think it's called Waseca. And the Gophers are after him hard, too. So Fred's on a tour. I mean, he's on a portal tour now. He's going to be visiting portal guys.
When you look at
Wichita.
Yeah, that's right, Wichita.
He could just go to Wichita, one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. Get concessions, watch them play hoops.
We'll see some football players.
See some football players.
Report to Rule.
Snapchat.
They don't snap.
Of the 5 guys, again, we mentioned before yesterday that Eli Rice seemed to be the one that was the most, I would not say devastating, but the most unfortunate, I think, for what he could be.
Did he have a place?
Eli Rice?
Yeah.
Well, he got hurt this year, and he was getting more minutes before he got hurt. And he would have had a spot now with Jamarcus Lawrence leaving.
Not in the lineup. Maybe with Lawrence leaving, but he wasn't going to be a starter. That's probably why he's gone.
Well, I mean, again, Blaise Keita is a guy that it's not a huge loss. I mean, he's a big guy, but didn't play it all this season. Ramel Lloyd Jr. never played at all, so that's not a horrible loss for the Huskers. Wilcher is a good player. It's not a horrible loss.
It's a rough one. Wilcher's rough.
But Lawrence and Rice have so much potential. They're young guys that showed, hey, we got some game.
Oh, 100%. See,
That's too rough.
now you're really watching Bryce Williams, Juwan Gary, Rink Mast. Those are the main ones. I suppose you're watching Diop. I don't think Sam Hoiberg will go anywhere, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Be a tough one.
Be an odd
Mom,
for
Dad.
Sam.
Family meeting.
Hey, Dad,
What's wrong with you?
I want to leave.
Bryce Williams, Juwan Gary, and Mast. Sam. Those are the ones you're really watching. God, you're watching those close now, right?
Juwan Gary would get a lot. I would imagine. I would defer to Strickland or someone else more really in the know.
I don't think you need to defer.
But I would think that
hoops.
I think Juwan Gary would get a lot of play.
I do too.
I would think so.
I think Mast it's a overseas professional discussion.
You're really big into that.
I am,
because I'm not because
you can make money.
You got to show me some data.
You can
where
make
these
money.
people are leaving their last year of college.
I just know you can make money.
But give
I'm
me
from Columbus, and Chuck Jura was.
Give me some
I played basketball with Chuck Jura, and he went to overseas, and he just came back.
Just tell me when this is the last time you've seen a guy leave a team. Where are you going? I'm going.
Well, you don't see it as much.
Going to France.
I don't think you see it as much because you don't get too many guys over here from there. But Rink is from the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to play in the NBA. He would probably go back overseas and play.
I agree with that. I don't see this big. Well, why is college basketball struggling? Well, a bunch of guys went to Finland last year.
There was a player that people thought might leave early that wasn't even as good as Rink Mast, and Thor Bjarnason from Iceland. And he did not leave early. He came back for senior year. Now he's playing overseas.
Yeah, I bet he's playing
Iceland.
overseas. Yeah.
Thor was his name?
His name is Thor Bjarnason.
That's a great name.
Seriously, yeah. And
he's from Finland.
No, from Iceland.
Iceland. That's even better.
He's from Iceland.
I guarantee he's playing overseas.
Yeah, making a lot of money.
Yeah.
But he stuck around for. There's a rumor he might leave after his junior year.
Remember Chuck Jura?
Absolutely.
From Schuyler.
Yeah.
Right, a bedroom community of Columbus.
Yes, at that. They have a really nice, a community center there. I remember driving by.
And he would come into Columbus and play pickup games. And it was amazing. Jura was amazing. Freaky good.
The most amazing
6'10", Jake.
The most amazing hoops player that I saw play besides the outside of the Wesleyan Dana Jansen world was I didn't see him play live, but played pickup ball with him was Tom Kropp.
Oh yeah.
You
played with Tom Kropp?
Played with Tom Kropp at pickup ball at Kearney State.
He played with Tom Kropp. I played with Chuck Jura. What do you got? What do you got?
What do you got? Where Damus, give us some because that's big.
It is. I don't think I have one that could compare to that.
Yeah.
I played rec ball in UNL with Ryan Anderson.
That's pretty good.
All right, there you go.
Lance, I played rec ball with Lance Jeter a couple times. All right.
That's perfect.
That's perfect.
Thank you. It's something.
It's something. Don't forget, Raph was just on the cusp of being on the '93
Will
championship team with who was it that Mikey Moore tried to get him?
Oh, Mikey Moore
was going to get him over to talk to Danny.
Danny.
Yeah.
So says the legend.
That's right. Yes.
Anyway, Jamarcus Lawrence in the portal. That took you by surprise.
Yeah, I wasn't very happy about that. The rundown came late, as you know, yesterday, which was actually good.
Yeah,
because
we had to.
That story happened about 5:30. So I was writing and said, "Oh, there's the new lead there."
Caught me off guard because I usually sometime about what time? Late afternoon. That's when I always send the text out. I'll do the rundown
at 2:30,
and then we get the immediately Jake responds.
I just said patience yesterday.
Stop! I got it.
All I just said patience yesterday. That's what I said.
Imagine me doing the rundown. Or simple. Simple goes, you're writing it out in cursive.
Remember, we verbalize our rundown.
Remember when you made the change? Was like second, third grade. Hey guys, we're done with that. No more print. Everything's cursive. That's a big deal. It's like you practiced it.
Scary.
And then it stopped for a couple minutes. After 1 year, you went back to regular writing.
Cursive's kind of out.
Yep, it is.
Is it?
I think so.
So Jamarcus Lawrence, I did not find anything to suggest that he's moving because somebody's coming. I mean, it's an interesting theory.
It's a player that really his role changed at Nebraska. You know, he came in as a shooting guard and then was forced to play point guard. It didn't go well for him. He wasn't a natural point guard.
And they moved him out of it. And Bryce Williams
got benched,
into it.
Right, got benched.
Midway through the season.
Played better.
Yeah.
Played really well.
Yeah, he did. He's good off the bench. He found a niche. Maybe he doesn't want to be off the bench, but he's a good shooter. But
I'm looking. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I'm looking forward to all the stories 20 years from now, where people are just like, "Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have left." There's going to be a lot of them. There's going to be a lot of
I
them.
think so.
Yeah. Think there was ever a time a week ago, whatever, 2 days into it, maybe after the locking of arms and singing songs down at A&M, that Trev was in his hotel room going like, "What'd I do?"
Maybe.
I mean,
Quite possible.
I mean,
We saw that video.
and there's going to be a little Jamarcus Lawrence. What's going to, 20 years now, he's going to be like, "Well, I ended up going to Ball State and did this." And
It's
like,
a very interesting.
there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of stories of people
Mhm.
that left, and they're going to come back and say, "You know what I should have done? Should have stayed." There's already one, right? Our transfer that came from Ball State, right, this year.
Jerron Coleman. Boogie Coleman.
Boogie Coleman.
Boogie.
Jerron Boogie Coleman.
Right
Now, here's the deal. You're
Talk
right.
to him. What'd you think? Well, I was a starter, and then I didn't play.
Right. Didn't play.
Didn't play.
Here's the deal. You're right. And the reason we're surprised is because Jamarcus Lawrence, you're leaving this team that just played in the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
With these guys
Sold out games.
Yeah, with all these guys coming back, PBA is one of the most, I would say, one of the most electric places in the nation. Your coach just got extended, so you don't have to worry about your coach.
Big Ten Coach of the Year.
Yeah, you're in the Big Ten. Like, what more do you want exactly? You're probably making pretty good money.
It's just minutes.
I think it's just minutes.
I would imagine. What else could it be?
Girlfriend could be.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
never
how it
know.
is.
There's always
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
With it.
I want to push back on something you said earlier, Sip. You said about you wouldn't
push back.
you wouldn't be
Ooh.
surprised if he went to Rutgers. Well, listen,
Right. He's from Roselle.
Jamarcus Lawrence is from Plainfield, New Jersey.
Right, Roselle, New Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey.
If I'm Steve Peichel, I'm calling him.
I am
that,
too.
That guy's.
I'm not pushing back on that.
He played against him. He knows he's a good player.
Yeah.
Twice.
And it's not like Rutgers is blessed with a lot of shooters.
They got a good class coming in. They got a superstar, a 5-star player coming in. So their future is.
Is he a shooting guard?
No, I think he's a big guy.
See, if you're,
I think so.
Before you entertain that conversation
Peichel.
with Jamarcus Lawrence, Lawrence is going to look, what do they have? Do they have a shooting guard? Or do they have a point? I don't even know what.
I know they lost a couple guys, starters, to the portal. Rutgers did, and they got a one or two guys coming in. Really
Here's
good.
a question for you: is Jamarcus Lawrence a shooting guard or a point guard? That's the question. Is he? What is he?
He's a shooting guard to me.
Okay.
I see it a little bit more that way. He's got a lot of value. That's the best way to put it.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of value there. And that one was, and then also, Fred developed him.
I know.
He did a nice job.
I think Fred was perturbed.
I think that's a tough one.
I think Fred was
that's a tough.
perturbed.
You'll still field
By
the
the
team,
news.
do all those things. But yeah, because the one thing that the team had was it had chemistry.
I know.
The team had chemistry.
Well, it still does.
It still does. But that when you lose some chemistry comes from your bench players that know their role.
But this is now 7
Good
players from this
point.
season gone. 5 in the portal, and Tominaga and Alec are gone to graduation.
I know.
That's 7
Okay.
players.
Okay. So what I'm suggesting now is don't lose anybody else.
You can't really at this point.
You need to get a hold of someone over at the vault and let them know that.
I just talk to Fred.
Talk to Fred. Text him.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're back on speaking terms.
That's good. All right. Wait, hang on. What was that?
Breaking news. We didn't know this. We didn't know you guys were back.
Say that one more time.
The breaking news is I said I'm back on speaking terms with Fred. It's very debatable whether you should have played breaking news because I don't know that we were ever off speaking terms.
I
But
thought you were.
Was it because you kept mentioning the Big Ten road record every time it
had it
came
in my
up?
back
In
pocket.
your back pocket? Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Carried that around. Okay.
Well, I went back and read a few things I wrote, and it was pretty rough. I mean, I called for his job once.
That might be
That'll get
the
a
reason
guy.
why you lost him.
They usually get someone a little bit.
Bill Callahan stopped talking to me when I did that to him.
Yeah.
Stopped talking to me, and his wife threatened to run me over.
Run you over?
in Embassy Suites. Embassy Suites. I was walking
With her
across
car.
Yeah, I was walking across the street to the Journal Star from the Embassy Suites, probably from a nap.
Yeah.
And she rolled down her window. She was turning onto the street that goes that way, north.
10th Street.
Yeah, 10th. And she rolled down her window and goes, "I thought about running you over."
How'd you respond to that?
It's like, well, I'm glad you didn't.
Glad you did. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs.
Just be
Callahan.
thankful.
All right, I should have said, I kind of wish you would have, actually. Put me out of my misery. Sorry.
Or maybe you got some sort of a lawsuit.
Some money out of that one.
When we sitting here. Hey, am I right on something real quick? I was driving in. Did I see that right? There's like that the Powerball's like 1 point something billion.
Ooh, let's confirm that one coming back.
When I came out, there's a sign, and it said 1 point something billion. Did someone win that, or not been updated? But
you see a sign?
I saw a sign.
We'll confirm that when we come back.
It's a digital sign, so it can change at any time.
This is a money show.
It is a money show.
Money show.
We should get some. Let's get some.
Let's get some money.
Let's get some tickets.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, an easy track lawnmower, or gator, every piece of equipment in pre-owned inventory is put through a rigorous inspection so it's ready to work hard for you. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything is sold meets their quality standards. Learn more at landmarkimp.com or stop into a local Landmark location and experience the Landmark difference.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes. If you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
And electrical.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you are passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I will give you the update on the lottery here in a second. I did some research during the break. Before that, though, our second segment is sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids, the largest independent family-owned seed company in the USA. Founded in 1937, Beck's Hybrids provides unrivaled customer service and product diversity for both corn and soybeans. The 3 F's they're founded on: faith, family, and farming. Please head to BecksHybrids.com to find your nearest Beck's Hybrids rep.
Imagine you think you just become the largest family-owned business by chance.
No,
I don't think so. That's history. Anytime you go to buy any sort of items or any sort of product, how long have you been around? The stability is insane. That's what you look at. Like Rick Heyman. They've been around for like 120 years.
Long time.
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. That's the two things Hobby Lobby was my next thing I was going to say. And then Beck's.
Yeah.
But when you have that sort of history, it just shows that you're locked in. And I just love the fact that everyone in the Beck's family, you want to be part of this, you have to work in the business. You're not part of the dividend setup. It's not how Sonny runs things. Sonny runs things, top down. Top down. Sonny runs everything. And it's going to be an incredible year in agriculture. And it all starts in the state of Nebraska with Beck's.
And Sonny is in Indiana.
In Indiana.
Atlanta,
yes.
Indiana.
Indiana.
Is the city. Yeah.
But they will, if you want to.
Atlanta, Indiana headquarters.
When you flip over to Beck's, they will fly you out to have lunch with Sonny.
In Atlanta.
What's that?
Atlanta, Indiana.
Yeah. So they will fly you to Indiana in a Lear jet. With snacks, goldfish, little packages of goldfish like that. Drinks. And they'll fly you out there to sit down with Sonny. And Sonny kind of asks you, like, why do you want to do this?
Sizes you up
a little bit too, to see if you want to be part of the group, like to see if you fit in with Beck's. It's a vetting process that Sonny does on his own. It's a one-on-one. When you walk in there with Sonny, doors go shut. It's just Sonny and you. There's no sidebar conversations.
Nope.
No, it's just Sonny.
Sizes you up.
Yeah, sizes you up.
And he gave us those bags.
He did.
How long would you say your great grandkids could have that bag?
Yes.
Could it last that long?
And it would look good still.
It's rugged
canvas.
It's rugged canvas.
I think it's
thank
canvas.
you, Trevor. Thank you for that. And get busy, Trevor. It's planting season.
BecksHybrids.com. Did research during the break on the Powerball.
Okay, where are we at?
Hey, what do we got?
Tomorrow's jackpot for the Powerball is going to be $1.09 billion.
Solid. So we need to get. So where can we go? Where can we pool our money?
We should probably go take care of this.
Yes.
I can buy a ticket. Is that what you're talking about?
I told
what would we do if we won the lottery?
I told the gentleman here that I would keep doing radio, but I'd go a little bit off.
Howard's turn here.
It might be. It could be some scorched earth on some things. Yes.
Bill's throws will be a little bit more aggressive.
A little more aggressive. Be a little more aggressive.
More aggressive.
I don't know. I don't like that conversation. What would you do? I don't know. I don't know what I'd do.
A lot of problems come with a lot of money.
It does.
A lot of problems. You'll get 10 million emails a day. Something everybody's reaching out to you. Just be a lot of problems.
Also, a lot of family forgot about it. Didn't know it existed. Will pop up.
I would take the fight though. I would take it.
Oh,
I'd take it.
Yeah, I deal with it.
Yeah.
It's find a way to disappear in some capacity, but stay,
you could just.
I don't know. Off the grid,
it's
maybe.
uncomfortable to me.
Off the grid.
But
But anyway, we should buy tickets, I suppose.
Let's just buy some.
Let's make it happen.
We'll get the 4. We'll get
Just buy
Josh
one
in.
apiece.
One apiece, and then we'll split it.
I'd go a little bit more than that.
No, wait a second.
I'm going to go 20. Let's all throw 20.
20.
I mean, now wait. Do we have a tacit agreement here that if one of us wins it, we all share the pot?
Yes, we need to have that. It's a verbal.
It's not
agreement.
money
Josh,
to take by yourself. So
you need to sign off on that.
I think we're on radio right now.
That's fine. Hey,
so people are hearing this right now.
I think
it's a
I'm fine
binding
with that.
contract.
Are you fine with it?
Yes.
You would share
Yes.
a sizable amount.
Yes.
I would.
Yes.
You would.
Yes. I think the best way to
Josh.
do it too, when we get the 20 tickets, is we just kind of shuffle them up.
Okay.
That way, you never know. It's not like, well, I think Steve bought that.
God, that's a good thought.
Although you can, and we all buy them at the same spot. We
Good
have
thought.
one person buy, so you don't know who bought what at
Right.
that spot.
Yeah.
I love when they announce that. It was bought at Casey's in Eagle. I love that. They can tell you where it was purchased at, which is a big deal because if you're the one that sold the ticket to them, you're gonna if you're the cashier, someone's gonna come back and probably throw, hey, FYI, here's $1 million for you. Yeah, that'd be nice.
You think?
I thought about this the other day. We figured the head coach from NC State probably right around $9 million was made through this run.
Really?
That $9 million through the extensions and the bonuses was made through this run. Think about that.
No, Kevin Keats.
Keats.
No man, just Kevin Keats.
I would immediately when the cash came in, I would take minimum of 25,000, maybe even 50, hey, I'm going to spend $1 million of this. I'm going to put it in each person gets $50,000, each one of the players, put in something that they can touch 10 years from now.
Wow.
I would thank the players, be like going, hey, listen, if you guys don't go on this run, I'm not on this run.
Wow.
If Burns doesn't do what he does,
Burns.
DJ Burns, I'd be like, and I would just say each player on the team gets $50,000. I'm going to put it away. You can't touch it for 10 years.
God bless you.
I mean, those guys made him $9 million.
Yeah.
And they're talking about that. He wasn't coming back. He was getting fired.
Ooh.
He was at 17 and 14.
He was in a very hot
bad
seat.
spot. Very hot seat.
17 and 14.
No one was going to be, if they say, hey, we're moving on, no one's going to be in shock. Instead, he's won 9 in a row. He's in the Final Four. If he happens to win this thing, I can't imagine what his bonus is. He got $500,000 for winning the ACC tournament. So what do you think he's going to get for winning the NCAA tournament? It's got to be like $5 million. I bet it is
$5 million, but
I bet it's a bunch.
Kevin Keats.
Would that bother you in a contract? I mean, would it bother you in the contract of for what it would bring to Nebraska?
Yeah.
That for Matt Rule, $10 million to win the Natty.
Seems a little excessive.
But just think about that.
It does seem a little excessive.
But is it
$1 million?
$10 million. Is it excessive?
I
don't
mean,
think it is for what it would do for the
for what
state.
it's
What it would do
worth?
for what it's worth, the value of it.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Think
I
about
don't.
your player buying. Like, man, our coach took care of us too.
But no, I mean the overall value. No,
It'd be a lot. But why would you not put that in someone? Why would you not at NC State, who hasn't won it since 1983, to say in the contract, we'd like to get $7 million to win it all? Yeah, go ahead, put it in there.
Why not?
Why not? Because if he did, it'd be so incredible that no one would care. No one would care. It'd be so incredible. So I bet it's got to be a couple million at least.
Yeah,
but I would be like, guys, to my wife, we're going to take $1 million of this dollars, and this is going back to those players.
See, that's a good idea. Kevin Keats. They had lost 7 of 9 going into the ACC.
He's become a wealthy man the last 3 weeks.
They're going to get rattled.
I love his. I like his body language.
Yep.
He gets teed up. He's the only guy who says nothing to the officials. He's 1 foot outside the box, and they tee him up on a bad call.
That's bad. That's a ridiculous thing.
Have you noticed also is it Gene Cessator? Is that his name? That's always on. Is that correct?
It might be Gene, but it's definitely Cessator.
Yeah.
Cessator. Yes.
So
he's the replay.
And they go to
studio.
him in studio. They go to him every time.
Might be
Sterator. Isn't it Sterator?
Sterator.
Look it up, Jake.
Something like that.
I think it's Sterator.
Anyway, so if we're gonna just argue over a letter, that's okay.
Make sure we get it again. It's making sure we're right. It's Gene Sterator. I got it.
Gene
Sterator.
The point is, if you listen to him, he's so pro officiating. He will not go against his officials. Yeah. He will not. He's always like, well, I can really. And suddenly you're watching going like, no, that's not right. That is incorrect.
Gene.
And he misses on a few things every now and then. But he does know the rules.
Yeah.
So there was
one.
There was one the other day that I was like, okay, I didn't know that. So I really enjoy that part.
Oh, yeah,
but he will always. You never hear like you watch a call and go, oh wow, Did he blow that?
No.
And this is his name and this is his home address.
No, he's very professional.
He's very professional. And this will not go against.
Yeah.
It will not go against the officials.
Okay.
I
like this basketball thing you're on. You know basketball. You played. You would have been a 25-point a game score had there been a 3-point line.
Probably 28-5. Dad did the numbers.
Played for
modeled your game after Pistol Pete.
He knows basketball. Bill, that's what we've learned about Bill this last few months. He knows hoops. If South Carolina plays Iowa for all the marbles, South Carolina wins easily, you say.
I think Iowa can beat that they can beat UConn. I believe they can beat them. It'll be a very tough game because UConn handles the ball well and has good length.
Listen to this.
But it can be if it's Iowa, South Carolina, I think South Carolina wins it handily.
Does Caitlin get 20?
Yes. I think that'd be
she'll take her shots.
Yeah, she'll take her shots. But anyway, that's how I kind of see it playing. But I think that's another great game, that UConn Iowa game. I think that's a great game. I don't think South Carolina NC State is a great game. I'll be shocked if that's a great game.
Okay.
I think that's going to be
I agree.
12-14 point win. Kind of in control most of the game. Couple little runs, but in control.
I can't see the greatest coach in the history of women's basketball, Gino Auriemma, letting Caitlin Clark torch his team. Can't see it happening. Can't, and
he has players.
Right. I mean, Paige Beckers is incredible.
Yeah.
She's a very good player. But I can't see Gino say, "Hey, listen, I've won 11 titles. This gal's going to torch." No. They're going to do all they can to hold it to 20-some points.
There's also a little bit of Zach Edey in this. Zach Edey made it appointed after the game is over that you look past me every time. He said that they made a comment about Rick Barnes. Rick Barnes came to watch practice numerous times, did not recruit him.
He kind of made a person.
So he made it. So that's also the same thing with Caitlin Clark. She wanted to be recruited so bad by Gino, and Gino did not recruit her. Did not talk to her. Which is kind of funny. It's one of those weird ones because right now I think if you threw Caitlin on UConn's team,
no one's beating them.
No one's beating them.
They'd be pretty good.
They're pretty good. And so
those recruiting things are fascinating. I talked to a guy yesterday who passed on Steph Curry. Passed on Steph Curry. I mean,
well, a lot of people. He went to Davidson for crying out loud.
The ones that get you the worst are the ones when you sometimes in the recruiting process, would you have actually got him? Probably, maybe, don't know for sure. But in the NBA, or in the NFL, because you get to draft him. So there is no if you missed. So when you have that, it's like, okay, Jordan went third, the greatest of all time. So he could have went second,
right?
Like to Portland.
Scary.
And didn't happen.
Scary.
Sam Bowie. Bowie.
Didn't work
out. Injured.
When we come back, Bill's Thrills, Bugaboo Tuesday, and Song of the
Things
Day.
that bother me.
Oh, good.
Ticket. That's the fun.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring is a time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Fuhrer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Lane's Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Keep summer green with Judson Bylene and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install them and forget them outfit, long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
School tells you all about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, and so on. And then there's a way we really tell what time of year it is. Sports seasons: football season, baseball season, or even off season. Well, what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now, of course. And now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season, y'all. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com. See you there.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and The Ticket FM.
Once again, your song of the day from 1978, Mr. Blue Sky by ELO 464-56851 is bad. 10 is good. Texture rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
There was some inventiveness there.
That's a word.
That's a word, I think.
Inventiveness. Jake, good job. I mean, at first I was out. I was pretty much out.
When the chorus hit, you were in.
Yeah, and I recognized it. Heard it not a zillion times, but I like it. It's definitely a good song. There's some breakers.
Breakers walking by. There we go.
That dog.
I hope it's a dog.
Hope it's a dog. We don't know yet. It was a smaller dog than I was expecting. Not gonna lie to you, that really threw me off the way. I thought it was gonna be a giant dog, and it wasn't. The dog weighed 8 pounds.
Yeah. Jake, job. I don't love the song, but it's really inventive by you to play
questionable.
To play an ELO song that's down in their catalog.
Yes.
Would you say that song's down in their catalog?
Yeah, there's a couple ELO songs that kind of lighten me up a little bit. There's a few that
Don't Bring Me Down.
Yeah,
Evil Woman.
Yeah, Don't Bring Me Down. It kind of it grabs you when it starts.
Yep.
It does. It grabs you.
Yeah. And what's the other one?
Evil Woman.
That's an incredible song.
Yeah. So they have some.
They get some songs.
What a great name too, Electric Light Orchestra.
It's awesome.
Really good.
Yeah, it's very good.
They had a very
From the 70s.
They kind of had a Beatles sound to it there, didn't it?
Absolutely.
That did have a little
lot
bit of Beatles sound.
Absolutely.
I've always felt that it was always, as far as bands being rated, it's Beatles 1, ELO 2.
Number 2.
As far as
never quite thought of it that way.
That's a little more.
Jake, I don't know. High. Because the song is good, and it's I never would have guessed it. Never would have guessed in a million years you'd play that song. I was critical of you earlier. Now I kind of feel badly about it.
Thank you for that.
8 very creative. 8.8774.
Jake, it's a 9 on creativity. I'll give him a 2 on the song.
I can tell that Bill's not into that
horrible.
one.
No, it's not horrible. It's horrible. Bill never listened to it. Would change it every time. Did zero memories of this bringing back like oh wow, this puts me back. And sometimes I go back and you see me close my eyes and I went nowhere.
So yeah, Bill has duped us before because he'll be bobbing his head to a song. Oh, he likes it. Oh, it's a 2. So he's that one. There was no head bob though.
So what's the score?
Yeah, what's that?
He said a 2.
A 2.
He said I get a 9 for creativity.
Oh, I thought you
for
were
the song.
something in the middle.
No, we're sticking right there at the 2.
Do we want to guess Josh's score?
Josh is going to be a 4.8.
Me and Bill do not have similar music taste. In some instances we do.
Most times you do. Most times you do.
Okay.
I think, to be honest with you, right now, if someone is like gun to the head, I think you lied today.
No,
I think you made the score up a little bit.
Gun to the head.
I think you did.
I think my portfolio is a little more diverse than you. I think that I don't think so. Open to
I don't
stuff.
think you like this song at all, and you just said you did. So it's okay. It's okay. We can do that.
That is not true.
I just stay true to myself. That's what I do.
Yes. So I like that.
Bill has guessed a 4.8 for Josh. I'm going to go with the 3.7. I'm going 3.7.
I stay true to myself.
Yes. Song of the day, integrity.
All right, what?
I'm going 3.7.
Not high. He knows music. 7.
9.1. Okay.
Me and Josh are never on the same page, so that doesn't bother me. That does not bother me whatsoever. If me and Josh had to drive like from here to Nantucket, I mean, it would be a constant battle.
Have his own
It'd be a constant battle on what we're listening to. A constant battle. It'd be this is not what I want to hear at all, and Josh would not want to hear what I'm playing. So we would have 29 hours of misery.
That would be the worst drive ever.
It'd be the worst drive ever.
Gun to head. That comment. I like that song. When it gets to the, what do you call it? The chorus?
The chorus, yeah. The chorus.
Beautiful.
Didn't like that song.
It's okay. Before some ratings.
I know.
Before ratings here, quickly.
Yeah, please tell me.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM on the internet. 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, some ratings here before we hit the Bills Thrills. We have, let's see, Notorious B.I.B. 4.1. John in Southeast Lincoln an 8. Husker Demon says, what the hell? 1.1 on that one.
Thank you.
Yep.
Husker Demon.
Sandmaster 9.2. Jennifer 8.9. Hubby a 4.
Ooh, household tension.
East Lincoln West. Yeah, it's 9.6. Great song from East Lincoln West. Zonk. It's spelled like Larry Zonk. C-Z-O-N-K. Gives a 6.4.
Could be Zonk.
It could be. Pops in Minnesota 8.5. Nate in Dorchester, 8.8. And I thought I saw somebody in here. Who in Columbus? Bird! 3.
3. I thank you, Bird.
3. He's on your page there.
Yes, thank you, Bird. You elevated the score a little bit, too.
That was a yell. That was a good one.
That was good all the way around.
Big Bird in Columbus is 7.85, so a different bird. Big bird.
We have 2 birds. Yeah. What would draw the 2 people from Columbus to listen to our show? Who would know? Who would know? Let's sleuth that one out.
Corey and Lincoln, the 6. It says, staying right in your comfortable lane, Jake.
Is that Corey?
That's Corey, yeah. Montana Husker 2.1. So thank you for all your ratings on the song of the day.
Those were
all over the place.
All over. Yeah.
That song deserves that. It does not deserve all high ratings. It deserves to be all over the place. It's questionable. That is the epitome of questionable. Let's get to Bill's Thrills on a Bugaboo Tuesday. Here we go.
Things that bother me.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the Morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
We need bonanza. Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach.
Thunder and lightning.
But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, Bill's Thrills, as always, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Please call them at 402-730-7387 for your free consultation today. Bill, the floor is yours on Bugaboo Tuesday.
Those guys are the anti-Bugaboo.
That's right.
There's no bugaboos with them.
Nope.
Everything
They don't complain.
Remember, a couple times you've done the Wowaboo. That's what they are. That's what the tax-free app.
What are their names again?
Dirk, Scott, and Ty.
How do you reach them?
You can call them at 402-730-7387 or visit them. They're just north of 27th and Old Cheney.
It's a great place to stop. And remember, we hit on it quick yesterday that he'll have the picks, men's and women's.
Wow.
Men's and women's. So he's going to make the picks. He's like the Lee Sterling. What's that?
That's Scott.
Yeah, Scott makes the picks. Scott makes the Dirk and Ty, they weigh in.
Input.
Yes, and that Scott makes the final call. Here's what we're going with. Here's the numbers we're putting out there.
Okay, this is my favorite day of Bill's Thrills.
Because it's Bugaboo Tuesday.
Yes.
Things that bother me.
There's the flip.
Thought about something different. Thought we'd go back in time.
No way. This has never happened.
Things that bother me. Better times. The Category 5 catastrophe of the elimination of the carryout, the lost grit of the grocery store. The lost grit of the grocery store. I'm in Hy-Vee the other day. Guy's working his tail off. He's ringing it up. He is filling up the bags. Also, there's no sacker for him either. No one even helping put it. He does the whole thing
at Hy-Vee.
At Hy-Vee, you just go back in time. Go back to the small town, or even any town. You just go back in time. You had a carry out. They would carry your groceries to your car.
They did if you wanted it.
They did. They'd have someone there. Hello, Mrs. Thompson. And they'd bag your groceries and they would carry the groceries to your car. It was
regal.
It was better, and they would know. So in a small town, and they would go like that. You want to just put the car. Everyone knew. They knew your car.
Yep.
And so all of a sudden, Mrs. Thompson might be like, "Hey, I'm going to go over to Gamble's quick. Go over and see the Von Sagerns." And I'm going to go over there, but just put the stuff in the car. And they knew where to put it at and what to do.
This is beautiful.
It was better times. And
IGA in Columbus.
Yeah, they would. So there'd be someone there. They'd sack it up.
Yep.
Then they would carry it out to your car.
Yep.
And they didn't really even do it. Honestly, they didn't do it in like a basket. They carried them out. Thus the term carry out. That was a job you got as a youth. As like 14 years old.
Wonder when that went away.
No one knows the day it stopped. It's the same thing with people used to pump pull in, they'd pump your gas for you. Now all of a sudden, like what day did they stop? 80s. And there's a lot of places that don't even bag it for you. But they just kind of on your own, kind of help them put your own stuff in and do different things.
Super savers that way. Not to name anybody, but anyway.
You go to a self-checkout. Wow. But I mean, Hy-Vee has people that still sometimes help the cashiers bag. They have that. There's no such thing as a carry out anymore.
No. I don't think so.
It was top-notch service. And it was everywhere. That wasn't just small town.
No.
That was better times. I'd go up.
You hit a good one here.
Also fun with groceries. fun with groceries. So my best friend Chris Buchholz worked at the Economy Mart, the little grocery store there in town of Pender. So I'd go up and see him like on Saturday during the day. We'd be whatever, it'd be 8th grade, 9th, young, whatever. See what's going on that night. Hey, what's going on? What do you think's going down like that? And we'd be talking. And then what we'd do is ladies would come by and they'd come through the deal and they would talk, hey, how you doing, Chris, and stuff, and all these things. And he'd be stocking shelves and doing things. Then when she would turn to do something, we'd load their cart full of stuff that wasn't theirs. So we'd put like a turkey in there, but we'd hide it and put stuff in there. So when they go to check out, all of a sudden there'd be sometimes ladies would come back like, somehow I had a turkey and 3 boxes of ho-hos in my cart. They'd bring them back
or just buy them.
Sometimes they just fly right by. Sometimes they would even come back. Imagine getting home going like, I got 2 canned hams. Yeah. I didn't even know.
Why do we have this?
Why do we have this?
His boss probably appreciated it.
It was fun. We really had fun with that. Also, everything was manually rang up. There was no beep. Beep. How about the person's face now and then when it doesn't beep? They're like looking like, I don't know. They might.
Or if it beeps twice. Yeah. Did I get charged twice?
Yep. Yeah, you go through your mind. You go, hey, did you hear that? I heard it.
I heard it twice.
No, they just like Jake's dad would be doing it. They rang it up manually.
God,
they put it in paper bags and they carried it to your car. Better times.
Response here. On the text line to this.
You may recall it.
Yes, I do. Apparently, Fairway still does carry out. It exists at Fairway.
Wait a second. Yeah. Fairway. I saw one.
I was at Fairway the last week.
Fairway.
I've never seen it
here in town?
Here in town.
Well, see, there's a Fairway meat market and there's a Fairway.
Okay, I was thinking Fairway meat market. I'm going, okay.
I saw a Fairway in the town.
They have a carry out.
Where was I?
That was from John and T, South Dakota. There's Fairways in South Dakota.
I was in Omaha, maybe. Maybe there's a Fairway in Omaha.
Russ is in Beatrice, still carries your groceries out, apparently.
They still carry out.
Third Stone says that. Big Safety, we saw him here the other last week. He says, Sonny's in Cozad still does carry out.
God, Sonny's in Cozad.
There's a few places, not
many like that. This is great. There's better times and there's still great times is what it is.
People say Hinky Dinky was one that had a lot of carry out.
Yeah, that was in Columbus. Columbus had a Hinky Dinky.
Remember I think Sioux City had a Piggly Wiggly.
Probably.
They had a Piggly Wiggly.
Atkinson in O'Neill, Nebraska still carry out groceries and they know your car. Smaller town is still in better time. That's from Youngster in Atkinson.
There's a store.
There's still hope for people.
There's a store in Manawa, I will not name it, that you have to put a quarter in to get the push cart, and there's no bags at all. You got to buy one if you need it. It's horrifying.
What?
No, it's horrifying. Or you just bring your own that you've purchased in the past. So if Margaret says go get some stuff, I'm just like, oh God, really? You got to have a quarter.
Yeah.
To get the push cart, and there's no bags. It's unbelievable. So yeah, it's bad.
I'm not doing that.
I know the story you're talking about, by the way.
Yeah, don't say it.
Yeah,
there's one in Lincoln too.
Is there?
Yeah.
All right.
There's no chance I would do that.
But you know what? You notice, Bill. The good thing is you notice that people will say, "Hey, do you need a quarter? I got a quarter. I got an extra quarter," or they'll ask you, "Do you have a quarter?" You get that too.
We all know the story you're talking about. So the text line does, and I know it too. Also,
okay.
We'll say it off the air.
We'll say it off the air.
Yeah, we don't need to say
better times.
It's a good store in terms of products.
Mm-hmm. But there's that problem. That's Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. Top of the hour next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
School tells you all about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, and so on. And then there's a way we really tell what time of year it is. Sports seasons: football season, baseball season, or even off season. Well, what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now, of course. And now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season, y'all. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com. See you there.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations. Guess what?
What?
There's 5 Lincoln locations now. Oh my gosh. That's 25% more Lincoln locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Homeowners, are you tired of paying for a lawn care service when the results are leaving your lawn lifeless and full of weeds? Is your lawn sick of being ghosted by your service provider when they don't show up? Maybe it's time for a switch. At Weedman Lawn Care, excellent results, proactive communication, and superior customer care is what we're all about. Don't take my word for it. Check out our Google reviews. See the Weedman difference on your lawn. Go to weedman.com and get 50% off your first application with your program. Terms and conditions apply.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member DIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also now at 70th and Pioneers. And what do we have today in Creighton with our friend Steve Schindler, Bill?
Well, they're going to have to, focus on some fitness down the road. They got the 6,000 pies.
How'd that go
from
yesterday?
the inferno heat from the inside of the pie? When you bit into that, the crust went great.
6,000.
6,000.
They had pie day yesterday.
It was pie day. McDonald's pies. They got them from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Had them. Steve bought like on Freezer Wars. And it's like Storage Wars. He bought a freezer. Didn't know what was inside of it.
Big surprise.
Big surprise. First, maybe I'm going to get a bunch of beef or something. But still, he got an incredible prize. So that was fun. Really fun.
So that was a big crowd.
Big crowd for that. There are a lot of people coming through. They're doing it for 2 days, so it's still ongoing today also.
Okay.
But Steve's done something. There's been a problem at the bank with time and how much time people are working. So he has installed the old school time clock. Remember the gray time clock?
Oh, yeah.
You had to punch it.
Yep.
You had to punch a clock, and it put holes in the piece in your time clock for the week, and then you hung it up in the deal. And then they came by and they grabbed that. That's how you got paid.
Yep.
That's how they looked at you. So if you're rolling in at 8:04, there was no 8 o'clock. No, it's like, no, it's right here.
Nope, it's right there. Yeah.
You can do it early.
Docked.
Yeah, you get docked. Yeah, being late. Sunday, what's happened at Midwest Bank up in Creighton is people are working way too much. And so they're sneaking in early and they're staying late just because they love being there with Steve. And he's kind of a father figure to him. And so now he's making them punch in because he wants to make sure they get their overtime pay and bonus pay. Because right now it's ridiculous because no one will leave. People are getting there like at 6 o'clock. They're like, Steve, can I help set up?
They don't
what
want to
can
go
I
home.
do? They don't want to go home. And I think it's causing maybe some marital strife.
Yeah.
For people not wanting to go home because the bank is so popular.
And there's so much food there.
There's food there. Yeah. And then there's always coffee. Tamara's always has coffee.
Tamara.
So no one wants to go home.
No one wants to leave.
No one wants to leave. So he thinks it's causing problems in the household. It's like that. So he's making them punch a clock so he can monitor it on when you're leaving and what's going on and make sure everyone is taken care of financially for what they're doing. And also just let's worry about the home life too. Let's make sure we get that taken care of a little bit. So Steve's reaching out. So he's installed that today.
Yeah. He's just such a good dude.
Yeah, just such a good dude.
Very caring by Steve.
He installed it not to see if you were trying to get out 5 minutes earlier or something. Remember the old trick was like that? All of a sudden it'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot to punch out. That's because you left early or you showed in. I didn't or you tell your buddy, hey, when you get there, punch me in. Yeah. When you get there, punch me in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, God, it's better times.
Oh my God. So the people are staying at the bank too long.
Trying to do extra.
It's because it's fun.
It's fun. They want to be there.
A skating rink
and grease pig contest and a lot of stuff going on.
Just good vibes.
Yeah, taco bar.
It's probably. I've never been to Creighton's Bank, but I imagine it's really nice in there.
It's very nice. Stone.
This may surprise you, but as late as 2007 or 8, I worked at a place that had one of those still.
What?
I worked at a place that had the old fashioned.
Oh, it's where was
clock in?
It was at the back alley eatery in Beatrice.
What did
barbecue
you do there?
restaurant.
Did you do the salad bar?
I was
What'd
the
you
size
do?
manager.
Hold on. Say that again.
Say that again. Say that one more time. This is like finding out you had a sister. This is incredible. Where'd you work at again?
I worked at the back alley eatery downtown Beatrice. It's now moved somewhere else, but it was downtown.
This is unbelievable.
And I was the sides manager.
So you had
they gave him a title.
Potato salad, mac salad.
Yeah.
That's what you're in charge of.
So the food would come in from the back.
Yeah.
I would make the salads. I would put the different baked beans on the plate or the cottage cheese or the coleslaw.
He's the sides manager.
We've been down this road
Did you
before.
have
dress the potatoes like as a sweet potato or baked potato? I would open it up and say, okay, no sour cream on this one.
Yeah.
Extra sour cream on this one.
You were the sides manager.
You got a title.
I was the sides manager.
You can put that on your resume.
It's unbelievable.
I did.
You did.
I bet you
Sides
did.
manager.
And thank God you're boss. I mean, kudos to your
Between
boss.
you and swim,
Yep.
they're
They
so
could run a
far ahead
restaurant.
of us. They're so far ahead of us.
I was the
At least
sides
of me, I can
manager.
say speak for you, but they're so far.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know if I could be a sides manager. Bartending, I could do that, but I don't know.
Yeah, the
Okay,
best
now wait
thing
a
was
second.
when a chef salad came through. That was fun. Making the chef salad.
Was it?
Oh, you got to slice the egg on it. You got to put all the different.
Did you do that?
Oh yeah, that
He's
was
the
my
sides
job.
manager.
I would get the salad out and say, "Oh, it's a chef salad. Here we go.
Here we go.
Up, stretch it out. Come on,
Let's go.
Make this one good today.
You make the
Dress it up properly.
Yeah,
I made the chef salad.
Sides manager.
And
you were a bartender,
and you had to punch a time clock. I punched the time clock at the Legion Club.
God,
I punched the time clock at the Legion Club.
I punched it at the Platte County Ag Society Ag Park. That's where I punched it. That's the last time I remember it. Now, you were a bartender. He ran the sides. Swim ran a restaurant. Yeah, you guys could open a restaurant.
We could.
You could.
I like that job, by the way.
Did you?
I liked
you could
it.
tell you kind of lit up a little bit.
Did you like
that? That was better times for me.
Was
the
it?
sides manager at the back alley eatery in downtown Beatrice for 1 year.
Better times?
Yeah.
Why just 1 year?
College came in. I left for college. It was my senior year, I think, junior, senior of high school. But yeah, it was great.
Where was it? Back alley eatery?
Yep. It was
downtown.
Yep. It was downtown Beatrice. Probably just off of the main 6th.
Did you have to interview for it?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah. I did.
Good job, Jake.
And I earned that job, and
Jake's a worker.
I'm proud of that one.
Jake's a worker.
No, wait a second. Is it still open?
I believe it's still open. It's moved locations a couple times. It's not at the same spot it was. I believe it's still open with different ownership.
I wonder if they still have a size man.
I need to check that out. It's
Jake could go in there. He could do it tomorrow. He could do it tomorrow.
Just like old times. Where's that cottage cheese at? I'll get it fired up.
It's just an amazing title.
Size manager.
Size manager.
You like that? You had a title.
I had a title. Thank you to Midwest Bank for sponsoring Hour 2 as always.
Thank you.
Steve. Very
FDIC.
warm. Steve's very warm.
Yes, he is. 464-5685. Call or text as always. So I saw a story, an article late last week.
This is interesting.
And it actually brings up Fred Hoiberg. This is from Andy Staples from On 3. On 3. Now he's with us. Yeah, he's on 3.
You kind of changed the cadence on that one.
A little bit quicker.
Yeah.
That was good.
You changed it. Yeah. I just go,
Yeah, I don't like
I like those.
Change it.
Like that's the best one.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to draw them off sides, you don't go hut.
So no football.
No. So no football.
So no football.
So no football.
So
Once
no
again.
football.
That's what my line did.
Andy Staples was talking. He said he believes that Fred Hoiberg has the best, not one of the best, the best job in college basketball, comparing him to Mark Stoops at Kentucky in terms of expectations and what they get paid and everything. And he's pointing out that Nebraska has a great fan base. They show up to games, but if they make 2 out of 4 tournaments or 3 out of 4 tournaments, he could be at Nebraska forever. It's like you just want to make the dance. Obviously, you want to win games here, but he makes a good point. He says this is the best job in all of college basketball. He just pushed back on that.
Well, Jake, you know this. I've said this for a long time. That I always frame it up as if I were an agent, I'd want my coach to coach at Nebraska. You're going to make a lot of money. There's not much pressure. He's in his 5th year without an NCAA tournament win. He just got a contract extension. That's a good deal. Think about it. There's not many places.
Yeah, it's not normal. They're Tennessee just fired their women's coach.
They did.
Yeah, she won over 20 games this season and went to the NCAA tournament every year, and just got fired.
Yep.
So yeah,
good
extension point. After 4 bad years, that's a good place to be working. Dennis LeBlanc got that done, but it's a great place. I think you nailed it, Steve. If you're an
agent,
you're an agent like that. Go there.
Tim Miles, 7 years. Yeah. 7 years. No NCAA tournament wins. 1 NCAA tournament appearance.
Yeah.
7 years.
7 years.
Everybody got rich. Didn't have to do much. I mean, it's
it is 7 years and 1 appearance. Yeah. Should have had another one. One was kind of a tough one, but anyways, that's still
7 years. That's a lot of money, Jake. I mean, Fred's done a good job now. I mean, he's turned a corner. I don't want
especially now because you're speaking again because.
Right. People know he has.
They're on good terms again. I'm happy for that.
They turned the corner.
Yeah, absolutely they have.
But it is a great job. It's a great job because you can make a lot of money, not much pressure.
And they have a fan base that's interested. In most places, you just take a look at like Northwestern. It's not like, how do you get in there? Can't get a ticket. Yeah, you can. Pretty easy.
Right.
Place seats maybe like 8,000-9,000. There's about 6,000 people there. Not a lot of interest. No. They're good. They've done a nice job. It's still just not a lot of interest. And so always going to a place with a fan base is really incredible. It gives you a chance.
It does.
It always gives you a chance when people care.
It is. Now, Bill, here's the thing, though. It's a nuanced conversation because they care, but the level of scrutiny isn't that great. And Fred, and now, again, here's the other part of the conversation. If I'm an agent, just go in there. Just go in there and be likable. Be likable because those people will love you. Just be a good dude, okay?
100%.
You can 100. You can work there for quite a long time, and you don't have to do that much. You really don't. You don't even have to win in the NCAA tournament. I mean, 5 years, he hasn't won yet.
Nope.
And if he gets to the NCAA tournament next year, I mean, there won't be a lot of pressure on him to win a game because people will still be very happy that they're just there in the first place.
We've been to 8 tournaments,
right?
In the history of this program, over 100 years.
So if you just get there.
So how many times have we been?
Just get there.
How many times have we been twice in a row?
That happened in the 90s, I think, once or twice.
Twice
in the 90s.
Twice.
That's it.
Back to
That's
back.
it.
Back
Joe.
to back to back.
Danny went back to back twice.
2 times.
2 times back to back. So if he gets 3 in a row, it's potential statue.
Yeah, don't have to win.
Potential statue.
You don't have to
made
win.
it 3 times in a row against the statue without a win.
Right,
It's amazing.
Right in front of us.
Best job in college basketball.
We have the teams that won first-round games. They're Yale. They're Duquesne. They're Washington State. It's Grand Canyon. I mean, it's, Dayton. Come on. It's Utah State. It's Oakland. I mean,
not from the Bay.
Not the Bay.
Not from Michigan.
It's not that hard, but it is hard. But you don't have to do it here. You don't just get to the tournament. We're happy. Jake's thrilled. Just get there.
It's sad when you put it like that. It's so sad.
Think about last year. We were ecstatic. We had the NIT coming on live. We had the NIT coming on live.
Get to the NIT.
Get to the NIT. Get a home game. We want the home game.
No, it's not that bad. Fans don't. No, no. I mean, if Fred slid back to the NIT next year, he's not going to get fired, though. He just got extended. He could slide back to the NIT. Okay, just a scenario. Jake, he could slide back to the NIT next year and not get fired. That would be year 6 without an NCAA tournament win. This is a gold mine for a coach. It's a gold mine.
There's some good things.
Yeah.
People are saying it was actually 4 straight years for Danny.
It could have been
4 straight years. Now that's impressive.
That's impressive.
For 8 times ever in this program, 4 times in a row.
Yeah. You never suggested a statue for Danny. You got to win one? He would have had to win one.
Consider that for Danny, but it's kind of past the time, no.
The number 8 gets me the most.
Only 8.
8
ever.
See, the expectations are pretty low. They're pretty low. They're not. It's not like, I mean, there's fans that are demanding and they want to see progress and they've seen it. But again, I would say to you this, Fred just made the tournament. If he doesn't make the tournament next year, he's not getting fired.
No, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's 6 years. That's amazing. There's not pressure on him. Not really now. I mean, so it's a good, that's why Andy Staples says that. And I suppose Stoops, Mark, is in a similar situation at Kentucky, right? Just win 7. People are happy.
Also, it was really fun, though. Was it last year or 2 years ago? I think it was this last year when Stoops and Calipari went after each other.
They did.
Went after each other in the media. Went after each other.
Calipari says a basketball
school. They went after each other. He said, hang on. I'm not really doing a whole lot in basketball here for quite some time. So it was.
How did he say that?
Something like that.
It was pretty critical.
It was pretty. Yeah, they went
after it.
They went after it.
For sure.
So and Stoops can. He's been to a bowl game like what, 10 straight years or something.
Hold on, we'll find it out.
But they went after each other last year.
Stoops has got a good deal, though, much like Nebraska's basketball coach. I agree with Andy on this.
Yeah.
Andy Staples of On 3 says that Stoops has the best job in college football. And here's what he says. Mark Stoops, let's be clear, the best job in college football. Like all this talk we've had about John Calipari in the last weekend's. Okay, I shouldn't read this because it's hackneyed, but let me see. Mark Stoops has an incredible contract, and we don't even know if they've done anything more to it, which they might have. I assume they have and are going to announce that since he almost got the Texas A&M job. So he probably did get bumped. He signed through 2031. I mean, they would owe him a fortune if they would owe Mark Stoops a fortune.
Probably like $40 million or something.
Yeah. He's not going anywhere.
He's set.
It's a good deal.
And he hasn't. It's not like
he probably has jet skis.
They've been a ranked team.
Yeah.
But 18th to 22nd typically for
here in
Kentucky.
the gauntlet of the.
It's a very tough. Yeah, we know it's a very tough conference. No one's ever pushed back on that.
Hold on, I'm gonna call up his record.
He's done a nice job there without having any sort of marquee. He never made the playoff at all. But
and he almost did get that A&M job, right? Did he?
It appeared as if he got the job, offered the job, took the job, and then overnight it got pulled. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
So his last 2 years, 7-6, 7-6. So if you go with his last 4 years, it's 5-6, 10-3, 7-6, 7-6. Not great.
No. 7-6, 7-6, and about got the A&M job.
Yeah.
So that's how people
Dude's
look
got
at
a good
comparisons.
deal.
That's how people. So
it is a really good comparison.
Yeah. So Staples really nailed it with the comparison part.
Yeah.
Because right now it's like everybody's going, "How's Stoops doing? Incredible."
No,
he's doing incredible.
Nope.
That's not incredible.
7-6.
500.
Yeah, but
I'm sure Kentucky football fans are pretty happy. Not overjoyed, but they don't want to fire him.
Yeah. Nope. Keep
they
him
don't
around.
want to lose him.
Keep him here.
Fred, the good guy factor with Fred is huge. The good guy factor with Tim Miles was huge. People liked him. Be a good guy. Bill drove that into my head. I still don't do it. I don't do that, but I'm not a good guy, but they are good guys. Fred's a great guy. The likability factor is through the roof.
Yeah.
Love him. People love him.
Absolutely.
He's the same guy he's beautiful to me because he's the same guy all the time.
All the time. Also,
never varies.
Also, I can give the behind the scenes of sometimes you got that. Some people they're magical when the light's on, the mic's on. Oh man, really likable. And then they step away. Not so much. Like that.
Fred.
He's like that all the time.
Yeah.
If I would text him during the season all the time, he'd text back.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
And then if I saw him down having lunch or whatever, the staff like that, we'd stop and talk. Hey, Bill, what's going on with this? I mean, so incredibly likable. So just think about that. Behind the scenes, it's the same. Maybe even better.
He's just a good dude.
He might be a better guy off screen.
And the thing you appreciate about him is always what you're getting. I bet the players love that. Fred probably doesn't. Some guys are up and down.
And let's not forget that he was a dude on the court.
Really good, dude.
Really good. I mean, not kind of like, he's all right. No, he wasn't.
Played
how long did he play?
10 years in the NBA.
10 years in the NBA.
10 years in the NBA.
NBA. Think about that.
And he does got a good job here. He does. And he is a good dude. I mean, we had we had an interview once. It was after I called for his job. It was really rough, but he did a one-on-one interview, but it was not pretty. Like he was staring right through me. And then when the interview ended, it was like, thanks, Fred. He didn't even say thanks. He just walked off. Mm-hmm. It was fine. I mean, I totally get it. I do the same thing. I probably wouldn't even granted the interview, but he's a good one. He's a good one.
There's no way Fred runs you over.
Mrs. Callahan, possibly. But
no, there's no.
Miss Callahan rolled down her window and said, I thought about running you over.
Are you sure?
100%. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was right over here.
I wish there's video of this.
It was right over there. She rolled down the window.
Is there cameras that could prove this at any point in time?
No,
the interaction.
20 years ago.
I couldn't make that up. I was walking across. I don't know what I was doing at the Embassy Suites, but it was it was hot at the end of that year, 2000, whenever he got fired, 2007.
You were taking a nap. You were coming back from a nap.
And I had called for his entire staff's job. Wasn't comfortable.
Before we get to break, quick plug for our. We gotta get to break. We're late. We're late.
Are we late?
Yes, we're very late. Are you looking for a job that feels like family?
Yes.
Okay. Lincoln Industries is the place for you. Lincoln
Darn right they are.
Tradition meets innovation there. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings in all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. LincolnIndustries.com. Apply today. Be part of something special.
No, nothing screams Lincoln more than Lincoln Industries.
You've taken tours.
I've taken tours. It's a staple of this great city. Also with obviously with Scott Miller running Lincoln Industries and running everything there. I met some people that worked there. I spoke at an event there today, and someone came up and talked to me. He goes, because I worked at Lincoln Industries forever, and I was treated so well there. They're just like how they treat their people, and they're hiring right now. And guess what? Maybe the time. Well, I can't do anything because I have to take my daughter to school, whatever. Not a problem. They're not one shift. They have several shifts.
Are they hiring?
They can adjust to your schedule.
That's right.
They can adjust, and you sit down, and when you walk in there to talk about a job, you ask to talk to Scott. Just say, I want to talk to Scott Miller. He's the future governor, future mayor, and I want to talk to him. And he'll
do that.
Yeah, just mention the ticket. All you got to say is the ticket.
He's expecting your call.
He's expecting to hear from you, and he will be doing the hiring as it comes in. And remember, you start off with 1 week vacation. God, paid.
How's that sound?
Yeah,
really
pretty
good.
to me. Really good.
Lincoln Industries?
Yes. Easy to get to from here. What would it take us? 5 minutes?
Take a Rosa Parks?
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks.
That's
You got it.
You're there. The parking is exquisite.
You've toured it.
I've toured it. Via foot.
Lincoln Industries.
Wearing safety glasses and a hat. Yes. Safety glass. Laura was with me.
Laurel.
Yeah.
Laurel, yeah.
That's your wife.
Yes.
When we come back,
she's in the kitchen.
Where she belongs.
In-state matchup tonight, which is just next to early break of the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Homeowners, are you tired of paying for a lawn care service when the results are leaving your lawn lifeless and full of weeds? Is your lawn sick of being ghosted by your service provider when they don't show up? Maybe it's time for a switch. At Weedman Lawn Care, excellent results, proactive communication, and superior customer care is what we're all about. Don't take my word for it. Check out our Google reviews. See the Weedman difference on your lawn. Go to weedman.com and get 50% off your first application with your program. Terms and conditions apply.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round. And their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, some clouds this morning will give way to sunshine this afternoon. It'll be breezy, an afternoon high around 55. Tonight, mainly clear and breezy, overnight low around 33. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and more wind with an afternoon high around 54. The meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, an easy track lawnmower, or gator, every piece of equipment in pre-owned inventory is put through a rigorous inspection so it's ready to work hard for you. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything is sold meets their quality standards. Learn more at landmarkimp.com or stop into a local Landmark location and experience the Landmark difference.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations. Guess what?
What?
There's 5 Lincoln locations now. Oh my gosh. That's 25% more Lincoln locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
Vershawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Community means something different to everyone.
But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
This
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
is Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know, we're getting closer and closer to grilling season every day. You can grill some days in the spring, and not every day, but summer's approaching, and the place you want to go to for that, Score One Smoking.
Score One.
Chris, our friend out in Holdridge, Chris Nelson, knows a lot of people that sell products. He competes against them. But you know what? He offers his stuff for you to buy also. Barbecue rubs and sauces for both competitors and backyard grillers alike. He also caters across the state, not just Holdridge, but across the state. ScoreOneSmokin.com. That's how you can find these incredible sauces and rubs. Look at Bill's face.
Chris was in touch with me numerous times this weekend.
Was he?
Yes, because I was doing a brisket on the smoker.
You were?
Yes, and so he wanted photos. He was like into it.
I'm sure he did.
And this is not my deal. I'm not good at this. So he's like, next time he goes, just don't do anything until you start with me from scratch. It went fine. It went good, but just
was it good?
But my point was, he spent time to be texting me like
it's amazing.
Saturday night trying.
Well, you're sort of a celebrity.
Sort of to check in, but he you know what? Cares about the meat.
Well, you're a celebrity.
Cares about that's not true. He cares about the meat. Also,
you think he does that with the common guy?
Weddings, graduations, anything you need, you should be reaching out immediately to Chris. There's two things. One, he can travel anywhere with his rig, and it is incredible. I mean, so incredible, impressive. His rig that he does all of his smoking on. The next thing is he has pre-made bags of food that you can purchase and he can FedEx to you. So if also you want to have brisket, you want to have burnt ends, you want to have any of these things, he has them available. People, if you're going to cater stuff, you got events coming up, this is your guy.
He must work around the clock.
He does. Well, he delivered meals to people in blizzards like that, and they were whipping nitrogen off the back of a snowmobile like Johnny Appleseed the other day in a blizzard. That's what they're doing. Like that. Get a hold of Chris
Nelson.
What is it again?
It's the website is Score One Smokin.
How do you spell smokin?
SMOKIN.
IN right there at
ScoreOneSmokin.com.
Mention the ticket.
Facebook and Instagram also at Score One Smokin.
Mention the what?
The ticket.
Okay.
Mention that. Okay. Hey,
what are we doing?
Before we get to the game show, I want to give a quick shout out because today we all know there's a massive baseball game in the state.
Oh,
Nebraska at Creighton.
Big one.
On the road in Omaha. By the way, Huskers in the polls. They're ranked. They are ranked for the first time since 2022 preseason. They are number 24 in D1 baseball rankings. I saw
D1
and 22nd versus via Baseball America. So you're
Creighton also ranked.
I believe you're right on that. So a ranked matchup between Creighton and Nebraska in early April.
How can we view this? Is there viewing options for this?
Good question.
Anyway,
we go to Schwab Field.
You could be there in person.
Could we stream it? Could it be streamed?
Let me confirm that for you real
via
quick.
your phone onto a smart TV.
Well, you're confirming this is the first time they've met at this point in the season with 20 wins. The first time they've both had 20 wins.
God, that's big.
Yeah, it'll be. I would think isn't it on NET maybe?
This is on Flow Baseball. You can watch on. Unfortunately, it's on Flow Baseball. We've seen these games on NET back in the day.
We're going to have to hope for updates.
Flow baseball.
I don't think I'm sure I'm getting that's
Track
like
that one on Twitter.
It's
kind of a knockoff of Peacock, I believe.
It feels like it. 6 p.m. Huskers against Creighton tonight in Omaha.
God, knock off.
If you can't go, try to find Flow Baseball. Let me know how you get on.
If you find Flow Baseball, please tell us how this is incredible.
Walk us through that
Walk us through that one.
We need help on that.
Yes.
So there you go. That's tonight. And by the way,
Not on NET?
I'm seeing Flow Baseball. I'm seeing Flow Baseball
Okay,
at 6
keep
p.m.
us posted on that.
Also, last thing before the game show is: have you ever viewed SMU as a step up for a job from USC? Andy Enfield, the head coach of USC basketball, who's been there for 11 years, is resigning to take the head coaching job at SMU. This caught my eye yesterday.
What is that all about?
It does catch your eye.
Yes,
there's a couple things where I don't think you were sitting there like at USC anytime going, we're right on the cusp of being national. I didn't feel that. Also, quality of life.
Oh, thank you.
It's coaching.
Get the hell out of LA.
I mean, LA to Dallas. I mean, coaching at SMU. You've been on SMU's campus, and I mean, it's incredible. Yeah. So quality of life could be a big. He probably got a very good contract. I would imagine the length of the contract.
Interesting.
Also, remember, I think they start this year. That they're in the ACC.
That's correct. Yep.
They're in the ACC.
They want to make a splash higher.
Yeah,
good.
SMU
so they go ACC.
You have surprising hoops knowledge.
I try to be well-rounded, like that. Try to be well-rounded. Yes,
a lot of money knowledge too.
Yes, with
and you're an accomplished speaker.
That's not true.
Coach Bill Busch.
Wait a second. That is interesting. Infield leaves USC. That is fascinating.
Also, note this though. I mean, this year they had injuries. They were not good. They were 15-18. But the previous 4 years was the best 4-year stretch in the history of USC basketball. 95 wins, 20 plus wins each year. The best stretch in USC history.
He had, in my opinion, a miserable duty this year. Also.
Bronny
James. All of a sudden, you have this, he's coming in for 1 year, and he's going to the NFL, NBA, all this, and then it didn't go well. There was never a couple times like okay or whatever. Nope. It's like did not go well, and that had to be miserable. You got LeBron sitting in the front row like that, probably palms up.
Maybe
I don't know how much he got involved, but you just know there's added pressure.
Oh, for sure.
You add a 5-star. Okay.
Oh yeah,
it's not a big deal. When it's the
Bronny James,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
He's like, you know what? I'll go to SMU.
God dang, that's interesting. Now, I'd like to hear what Bill Plaschke says about it. He's the columnist at the LA Times. Yes. I got to think he'd weigh in on this one.
He'll be helping. He weighs in hard. He doesn't dip his toe.
God, so you know about Plaschke. Yeah, he doesn't dip his toe.
He's the one who went hard after Chip Kelly, I believe.
He did.
I think he did like he needs to go.
100
needs to be gone.
Plaschke doesn't mess around. Yeah. I'd love to see what he says about this. Now, here's thing about Plaschke. I don't know if he delves into USC basketball.
Don't know. Yeah,
that's the thing. That's pretty far down the list.
11 years though.
Think about LA. Think about being the columnist at the LA Times. Dodgers, Lakers. Yeah. It's a Lakers town.
And I got Rams and Chargers out there too.
Yeah, and you got the NHL.
Yep, Kings.
Got the Clippers.
Everything.
But he hit a home run. Where's his home run at? Who showed up? Harbaugh living in an RV. Talk about things to write about. We have nothing. Just hang on. Let me get a hold of the Chargers. We'll have something instantly.
100.
He's gold. God. He is media gold.
Andy Enfield to SMU
after 11 seasons, successful seasons at USC, going to SMU. Wasn't fired. He resigned.
You know what Jake just did, Bill? He said something interesting.
What he said, he said,
all right.
My texts have started to come through. I still text you here on the show. Talk to Jake during break. Say something interesting.
That was interesting.
He's a side
manager, guys. Come on.
Side manager.
Come on now.
He punched a clock.
I did.
Yeah, the title.
I know exactly what that
clock was. Did you get any tip
was.
money from the waitresses? Like sometimes you get tipped out.
Nope.
Nothing. Just side
I was
manager.
asked to be a waiter for one day. It didn't go well, so I went back to size manager. I wasn't good at it.
Why not?
I dropped a tray.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, dropped a tray. Didn't have that whole thing nailed out. It was bad. It was rough. I went back to where it belonged. Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now, 464-568-5. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today, we know who a lot of teams played in the tournament. How about 2024 NCAA tournament head coaches?
Oh no, I will give
2024.
this year.
Smoked on
men's basketball tournament.
Oh,
You
I have
know,
no
I
idea.
will give you the coach's name. You tell me what school he was at. So much easier
helps
that
a
way.
little bit.
Can I have the bracket in front of me?
I would prefer not,
Oh, God.
but sure.
Okay.
464-5685. Shut up, Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there.
Look at
You're
that.
listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right. Can you hear me?
I got you.
I can't hear myself. 464-5. There we go. 5685. Call the takedown. Sip in trivia today again. NCAA tournament coaches 2024. Do you know these schools these guys were the head coach of?
Hurley.
He will not be an answer today. That'd be too easy. We have a caller, Josh. Nope. Okay. Hey, line's open for you. Do not be scared.
Show's taking a dive.
402-464-5685.
All of a sudden, ratings down.
You know, the last couple of days, the lines have been jacked on the game show.
Do
This
they
is
not
not a
like this
scary
topic?
topic. It's not a scary topic. These are teams you've been watching the last couple of weeks.
Look at Josh stare at the phone. Josh is staring at the phone right now.
There we go.
Something.
Someone's calling
We've
in.
got something.
Someone's calling in. 402-464-5685. You've had a good run recently, Sip. 4-1 last week. Was good.
Where are we at right now?
Did you guys win yesterday? I don't know if we put the score up there. I think
0-1.
0-1? Okay. 0-1. All right, we got JR. JR, how do you feel about
that's loud.
tournament head coaches this year?
I haven't paid attention that much this year, but we'll see.
Okay, let's get to it. JR, first question goes to you, and Bill is a lifeline for SIP for one question. As always, JR, what NCAA tournament team was Bryce Drew the coach of this year?
Let's go with Clemson.
No.
I'm going to go to Bill.
Not Clemson.
I think I know.
Grand Canyon.
Okay. Brilliant.
That's
I'm
Bill's
out,
team.
but took a 1-0 lead. Now it's all on you. Sip should be a walk in the park.
Okay, 1-0 lead. Thanks to Bill. SIP, first question. What NCAA tournament team was Anthony Grant the coach of?
Anthony Grant.
Not the running back.
Fumbling issue.
That's incredible.
Anthony Grant.
Wow. I have
Texas.
See, the head coach of Texas.
I don't care because I don't know it. So,
JR, do you want that one or not?
No way.
That'd be the Dayton Flyers.
No,
Dayton.
never heard of him.
No.
Back to you for the tie, JR. What tournament team was Tad Boyle the head coach of?
Oakland.
No, he played at Canton. Sorry.
Greg Campy, the head coach at
I
Oakland.
can remember Tad Boyle as a player at Kansas.
Do you know who he's the coach of?
Yeah, now he's a coach at Colorado.
Brilliant.
2-0 win.
That's a victory. That's a win. Congrats, Sip. You're 1-1 now in the week.
Jake. Jake.
Yes.
I'm taking off.
Yes.
Going to Brainerd East Butler High School.
What's going on?
Got a little presentation going for some teachers. Yes.
An accomplished speaker.
Very, very, very excited about that. Very excited about that. Getting a chance to go there and have a great setup. So I'm very excited.
All right, you're heading out there right now in your rig.
Right now, yes.
That's why you don't have a cap on.
Don't have a cap on.
The hair looks good today. The hair looks
Real.
good.
About time for a cut.
Just got a cut like 2 days ago.
He's got great flow. Can't keep up with his flow. Well, Bill, enjoy your speech.
That was a
Thanks
good
for
one
being
today.
here. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for coming. Now you're going to be here tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Come on, it's
What's that,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes.
Bill is here tomorrow. All right.
It's not April Fool.
Remember when I had to ask that every time when I first came in?
Am I back tomorrow?
Just remember, I was just I
For
was
like
a guest,
2 months.
I was
Am
a
I back
guest for
tomorrow?
8 months.
And I'd say, yeah, just come in.
Just come in.
Just come in.
I had to ask for permission to come
Yeah,
in all the
just
time.
come in. You don't have to ask.
Just had to
Show
come
up.
in.
Be
Yeah.
wonderful.
I
Talk
just showed
sports.
up and I never left.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Still here.
Coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Keeps coming back.
It was
Let's
like
go over-
Kramer on
Drink
set.
coffee.
Next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If the week's been too hectic to even think about dinner, or your family can't handle one more night of leftovers, then it's time to let Hog Wild do the cooking. Hog Wild's family packs are one heck of a good deal for a complete barbecue meal loaded with all the smoked meats, tasty sides, buns, and sauces you need to feed your family. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Grab a free burger and beer at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln on April 27th during their Husker Spring Game tailgate. Meet the Elway Power Sports team, play some tailgate games with them, and enter for a chance to win an official John Elway autographed football. Check out their huge selection of boats and watercraft for the summer, along with hundreds of motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides from all the major brands. Stop out and watch the game with them on April 27th. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, 27th and I-80. They'll be tailgating all day.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover with Raf and AD, sponsored by Computer Hardware. By the way, I bought a new computer yesterday at Computer Hardware.
Whoa.
Trip helped me out. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's right.
You got one.
That's right. My wife wanted a new computer for her push present. That's a thing.
Push present.
Yeah. If you hold the baby for 9-10 months, you get a present out of it. So I got her a computer basically.
Oh, nice.
So thanks to Trip and the squad at Computer Hardware, 70th and O.
Good job
here
Jake.
in Lincoln. Great people, great service. Computer Hardware.
They do a great job.
Do a good job.
So this is the month, right, Jake? We're game on.
We're in a countdown. We're
He's in the fourth
anytime
quarter.
the next 10 days we're talking about.
Hello.
Here.
He's in the fourth quarter.
Red zone.
Red zone. Yeah, we're trying to score
Red
here. Trying to score in the red
Yeah.
zone.
Well, you scored apparently.
Right. I should have seen that one coming there.
Yeah.
Should have seen that one coming.
Just waiting for the presser.
Right. Yep.
Presser.
Yes. But Raph and AD are with us. We appreciate it. You guys have a special guest coming today for your show.
Wait a second.
Oh yeah, we have guests on guests.
What's going on today for the drive? Give us the scoop for that.
Well, first off, we got Chef Matinee
That's
coming
what-
in to bring breakfast.
The chef's
Wait
coming.
a second. The chef's coming?
He's coming in. He should be on his way. And
Say
then
his name again.
Chef Matthew Ney.
Nehe.
And his
He's already here. He's bringing the food back there already.
I think his nephew's like this kicker from Lincoln East. I think it's his nephew, or there's some relation, but really good kicker from Lincoln East. So he was kicking some field goals. And then at 9:30, we got the head coach for Nebraska Gymnastics, Heather Brink, coming in.
How about
Heather
that?
Brink coming in.
How about that?
What's their situation right now?
They're getting ready to head to Fayetteville, Arkansas for the NCAA. They kind of switched the format in Nebraska or of NCAA gymnastics a few years back. So I believe it's still called a regional. So they're going to regionals in Fayetteville this upcoming weekend.
Okay.
There we go.
Heather Brink. Is she formerly Lincoln East? Great gymnast at Lincoln East, was she?
Actually, she went to down to Oklahoma City, where Steve Nuno's gym was at.
Oh, she was okay.
She trained with like Shannon Miller and those girls down there.
No, it's coming back to me. Steve Nuno. Yep.
Well,
Jake, I remember that. I used to cover gymnastics.
And bowling and other good stuff.
Yeah.
The news yesterday for Nebraska was not great for basketball. Jamarcus Lawrence becomes the fifth player in the portal. So we went through the guys, CJ Wilcher in the portal, Blaze Keita, Eli Rice, Ramel Lloyd Jr., and now Jamarcus Lawrence. This one, I think, stings the most, probably.
Being so young.
Eli Rice, you saw some great potential there. That one stunk. CJ, obviously, is unfortunate. He's been here for a while. He's been a staple of this team. But
absolutely,
Jamarcus Lawrence has been somebody that it hasn't had great starts to years. The last 2 years, he's had rough first half, but the second half, he's been so critical to the team's success, and you just hate to see him go in the portal.
We are, in fact, it was me, Ralph, and Pete Ferguson. We were walking out of Farrell's 4:30 class and seeing a text. There was a tweet that came out about it as well. You hate to see it happen, but we don't know the conversations that were had with him as well. You just never know in this new landscape of the portal, and that I guess none of it wouldn't. Hopefully this doesn't happen. It wouldn't surprise me if we found out that the next person transfers today. That's just the new landscape of college sports that we're in, yo. My whole philosophy is this mentally. I'm going to appreciate you for a year.
Yep.
I'm not going to get attached to any player on any team. We got you this year.
Yeah.
After next year, all bets are off after this year, man. So that's my mentality.
I think
it sucks, but it's the way it is.
And I think too,
it sucks.
Austin Orman, he said it best last night. He's like, to some of these people that think that these players are traitors and stuff like that because they're leaving, I don't support that. There, you see a lot of venom on social media.
Oh yeah,
like you left, you're all right. But here's the deal: you don't know the player's situation. You, like AD said, you don't know the conversations they had with the coaching staff. You don't know. Maybe they want to get closer to home. There's reasons behind everything. So to come out and say these guys are traitors, and that's not true. And also too is the door's never shut. Even though he's in the transfer portal, maybe he goes into the transfer portal, he doesn't find something to his liking or whatever. And maybe, he talks to Coach Hoiberg and he's like, hey, I would like to come back, So
it's
I don't know.
uncommon, though. It's uncommon.
No, it is. But there is a lot of, I'm glad you said what you did. There's a lot of hypocrisy in the conversation. You welcome other transfers.
Yeah. We had no problem getting Rank Mass.
Right.
Yeah. We didn't think about Butler when he was at. Boy, I feel sorry for. Bradley. I feel sorry for Bradley. He's a. No, that is the new way of sports now. I don't like it,
right?
But it is what it is. And not only that, we only get to see these athletes for whether it's basketball, 2.5 hours on a basketball court, and a football game, 4 hours on the field. We can go on down the line as far as different sports. We don't know what goes on in their lives the other days of the week, man. We just see them when the lights are on. We don't know what's going on. You could have a significant other back at home.
Yep.
You could have mom and dad that are home. There's a number of things that go on that happen. I don't like it, but you know what? It's life.
Yeah, it is.
It's this new life that we're in, man.
I'm with you. I don't like it. And if you would have said to me, you're going to lose Wilcher, Rice, and Lawrence, I would have said, no. I don't think
Lawrence
so.
is the one I didn't think would leave.
Right. I didn't think Wilcher would leave. I didn't think Wilcher would.
He gave us a sign when he walked at senior day, which I don't know why you don't understand that. He walked at senior day. He gave us a sign.
Those guys walk all the time.
I know, but
they don't leave.
I think he even threw up the peace sign. Deuces. Hold up a sign. I'm out. Gotta go.
Yeah, Lawrence and Rice, big surprises. Wilcher, to me, not a huge surprise, but that one stung yesterday.
Yeah, I don't want to see another one, but I'm with AD on that. You could. I mean, you could.
You very well could, man. None of it surprises me anymore. Absolutely none of it. Doesn't mean I like it, but it doesn't surprise me either.
If you lose one of these next guys, if you lose Gary or
Rink
or Bryce, I mean, that's right now. That's your core. Those are the three guys you are leaning on.
Keep them.
Of a tournament team. You're losing 7 players now, 2 to graduation and Alec and Tominaga, and 5 in the portal.
Yeah.
3 of those guys, 2 of those guys didn't play much. Nikita, obviously, and Lloyd. But with Rice, who did play, got hurt. That stinks. Lawrence played a lot. And as did who am I missing here? Wilcher played a lot. So that's a lot of pieces from a good team that you don't just replace easily.
I'm counting Sam Hoiberg in the core too. So you get 4.
Be some rough dinners at home if he transferred away.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Don't come home, Sam.
Yeah,
Don't come home.
I count him in the core. So you got 4 core. I mean, you got Aaron Eulis, which I don't know if you could call him a core. No, and Matar Diop.
Mater Jop.
Yeah, Mater Jop. So you got some guys. And if I'm Fred, I don't know what you do, AD and Raph. If you're Fred, I just don't know if you're a coach, you just let it unfold, or are you actively recruiting your own players still?
I think you're actively recruiting every day now. I really do. I mean, in
Just don't let it
season,
unfold.
off season. Yeah, I mean, there's all you can do is all that you can do. I know that sounds cliche, but it is. Because at the end of the day, you could have put all your chips in there, recruited them as hard as you could, you and your assistants, and they still opt to leave. You look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? We did everything we could to keep this kid here. It's going to happen.
We'll see what today brings in the world of Nebraska basketball.
And we'll discuss this more too on the next segment too.
Fred is on a tour. I mean, he's going to
got to reload.
He's going to see portal players. Like we mentioned, he's up in Fargo last night, and he'll be somewhere else today.
We'll keep tracking that. That's it for us. The Drive with Raph, AD, and Amon Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company